It's Archie Gilmer. Hey, I just wanted to start this video series on kayak fishing. I'm not a professional fisher. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy doing his thing on a fishing rivers and creeks. So I did this video just so I can show you my kayak and everything that I've done to my kayak, so I could go fishing on it and not have to. My main thing is I don't want to keep fumbling around and have to mess with stuff and move stuff around. So I tried to make it to where everything was where it needed to be, and I took out the minimum of what I needed to take out. So, and I also watching YouTube videos on how to set up kayak fishing, fishing kayaks, and different ideas of what to do. I noticed that not many people use the kayak that I use, which is okay. Mine is a 10-foot kayak, sit inside kayak, which you'll see here in a moment, which is not the same as a lot of the other kayak fishermen's sit on tops and all of those things. But it's what I have, it's what I use, and I don't think the fish notice the difference. So hope you enjoy this video, and then as I continue to go out fishing, I'll do more videos of my fishing, and hopefully there'll be some good catches from time to time. So God bless y'all, and catch a lot of fish. Okay, this is my 10-foot Perception sit inside kayak, fishing kayak. Don't necessarily think it was a fishing kayak to start with, but I turned it into a fishing kayak. So I was going to show you what I did, give you some ideas. I stole a lot of these ideas off of other YouTubers, so you'll probably see a lot of stuff that you've probably already seen before. So to start with, we'll start in the front. I put on this extra little bungee cord across the top, just in case, because my wife and we have ideas to go camping, and she likes to kayak, but she doesn't fish. So she has a kayak, but it's not set up for fishing. So I might be able to store a few things on top of there on a camping trip. And then you can see from here all the way to the back, I have the trolley anchor trolley system. Kind of give you a close-up of that. I put these little hooks on there, which I think I got those at Walmart. I put those on there because if not, the string would ride way up in here and it wouldn't stay. So it just keeps it running along the side, and I put just enough to keep it from doing that. So, and of course, I got my ring right there, and it moves back and forth pretty easy. So that's that. And then of course I had this older depth finder, Hummingbird Wide 100, I believe it is, but I installed that, and all the lines are going up underneath here and coming to the back, and they go around and they come down, and you can see the transducer right there. I mounted that with marine sealant. Nice and easy. There's plenty of YouTube videos on how to do that. And then the other end, the power end, I hooked up to this here. Okay. And it just comes out right in the back and plugs in to my battery box right there. And then you can see this is the battery box that I built. Drilled a hole in the front to insert the outlet or the inlet. And this is just a, I don't know, a $6 Walmart. It's a $6 Walmart, I don't know, waterproof or water resistant. It's got a water seal on it. And then there's my 12 volt, I think it's 7 amps. And then this here is just, all this is a noodle, a pool noodle, swimming pool noodle. And I put those in there just to keep it from rattling around. And if you look, if I were to do this again, I would drill a hole, instead of drilling it on the front right here, I would drill a hole right here on the side. I would drill it coming in right here, and then put the battery terminals on the other side, because you notice that this and this are right up against each other. I barely had enough room, and I found that out after I drilled the hole, and I was kind of getting ticked off because I thought I had messed up the box with a hole in it where I shouldn't have, but it worked out to where it's usable. But if I were to do another one, or if you're going to do one, I would put the hole on the side right here. It's big enough right here, it'll fit, and then you can move, you can flop your terminals over on this side, and you got plenty of room for your lines to run back and forth, and it'll work just fine. So I did that way, and I can plug a battery charger or tender to it. The same one I use for my motorcycle, I can use. Just plug it right up to it. I set that right there, and I'm probably going to somehow tie that down just in case the kayak goes over. I don't lose it. But yeah, I just flip that open and plug myself in, and then I can turn the power on and everything's working. And that should last me most of the day, if not all the day of fishing. I usually fish 4 to 6 hours max at a time. Of course, I got my anchor system right there. Only thing I got left to do to that is tie a float onto the end of it. This rod holder was not here, and that rod holder was not in the kayak when I purchased the kayak, so I just installed those, and they work out just fine. So I have plenty of room in here, and this is a tackle box that I use. It has everything I need in it. I don't want to carry more than that. It's just too much to fumble with, and because I'm a bigger kind of guy, it's not so easy for me to turn around and get into that milk crate. I can do it, but it's not so easy while I'm out on the water. So I leave my tackle box here, and I get what I want out of it, and then when I'm done with it, I just shove it up under, right about there, and I'm fishing. And then if I need it again, I just bring it back out and use it again. Of course, there's no problems there. And then of course I got my fishing net, my collapsible fishing net. Got that at Walmart. Just about everything I buy is from Walmart or someplace cheap like that. And then I got some rope and gloves and some more bungee netting in there for different things. Probably put a lunch bag in there, or something I want to eat, carry some drinks or something so I don't dehydrate. And then of course around the back I mounted 2 more pole rod holders on the back of the kayak, or on the back of the milk crate. And not happy with the way the paint turned out. I got the camo type paint black, and it's like matte black, and it just comes right off every time you touch it. So I may end up doing something different with that later. So this pole right here, this is actually a monopod. It's a monopod for my photography, and I put it in this rod holder, and it was so loose. I cut up the swimming pool noodles, and I stuck it in there to make this pretty steady. So that way, when I'm doing video with my Ion Pro camera, it'll be mounted up here, and it'll look over my shoulder while I'm fishing and catch some good shots of if I catch any fish one day. And of course, I use this ultralight a lot. I like using this ultralight. This is what I used the last time I was fishing. I caught a few crappie, a few bluegill and a couple small bass. the last time I went fishing. But that's pretty much the setup. I added some cleats on, some cleats for tying down, or for holding on to maybe a stringer. I can tie a stringer right there if I want to. I just got a standard paddle, nothing special, but it gets me where I'm going. But this is the Perception Impulse 10. I bought this kayak brand new, and I bought this kayak for I think $350. I think it was one that they hadn't sold, and they were trying to get rid of it so they can make room for the new. So they had discounted it to $300. I think it's a $400 kayak. So I got it for $300 bucks. And to be honest with you, I'm happy with it. I know it's a shorter kayak and it's a sit inside, but I like to sit inside ones myself. Never had a sit on top, so I can't say about those. But this one paddles easy, goes where I need it to go, and I don't have any problems with it. So I'm just the weight limit on this kayak, I think, is like 350 pounds, and might even be less than that. But me being my size, I have to be careful how much weight I put on there. You know, like the battery over there, and the tackle box, and whatever I put in that crate. I got to be careful because I don't want to go over the weight, you know, and getting some problems. But anyway, that's it. It's a basic fishing kayak, and I'm new to the kayak fishing scene, but I've been out several times this year and I'm enjoying myself. The thing about it is I noticed there's some online tournaments here where I live, and I think I might jump in on that in 2017 this season. So that's part of the reason why I'm trying to get all this set up. But anyway, whenever the after effects of Hurricane Matthew, we get done dealing with that, we'll get all the water down where it's supposed to be, the weather's right, we're gonna go out and try this sucker. God bless y'all, and hope you catch a lot of fish.